Hi there, everyone, and welcome to this week's Action to Impact show with me, Gwen Jones. I'm so happy that you joined me. This week, I have a new amazing Rotaractor to introduce you to, and he is truly turning his actions into impact. This is the third friend from a Uganda refugee camp that I'm going to introduce you to. If you remember way back, I had a Rotaractor that was working with folks from the LGBTQ community. And then I had another gentleman who helped me understand the storytelling of the folks in these refugee camps. And last, I have Muhindo David. And David is in a refugee camp where, just like the rest of his Rotaractors in other parts, he is starting a school and he is teaching skills. But this time, David has brought in the world's favorite sport, and that is football, or soccer if you're here in North America. Soccer and or football is a way to bring joy and love and perhaps a little bit of normality to something that is way not normal. An 800,000 people refugee camp in Uganda. Anyhow, let him tell his story that's taken him from a refugee camp away from his beloved country in the Congo to maybe even someday the University of San Diego here in the United States. But we'll see. In the meantime, thanks for joining us for the conversation. From Uganda this time. The videos, he's kind of moving in and out of it, so forgive me on that one, but we could hear him and we could see him, and that's what's most important. Thanks again. It's a great conversation. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Well, I have had some really awesome conversations over the last few months, all in the African country of Uganda. If you remember, a few months ago, I talked to someone in a refugee camp that was working with the LGBTQ community. Just a few weeks ago, I talked to Meme, who was doing stuff with great storytelling and making sure that these refugees, their art and their culture are protected. And last but never least, I have one more for you, which is a personal love with me because it has to do with football and or soccer. I have Muhindo David is with me, and he is part of working in cooperation with friend of the show, Ron in San Diego, with Harmony Through Soccer. I know all my European guys who call it football, just work with me here. But anyhow, he is bringing the world of football and or soccer to Uganda refugee camps as a stepping stone for a whole lot more. Muhindo David, thank you so much for joining me on the show. It's awesome to have you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm very, very honored and very exceedingly excited for hosting me today. Allow me to introduce myself.
Please.
My name is David Muhindo, a proud Rotarian, and I'm the founder and executive director of Be Well Child Care Initiative, an organization dedicated to supporting vulnerable and orphanage children by creating safer, healthier, and more hopeful futures for them. As I've said, that I'm a proud Rotarian, passionate about service, community development, and empowering young people across Uganda and Africa as a whole. Thank you so much for hosting me, and I'm ready to share my experience here in Uganda. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you. That's probably a better introduction than I gave you. So wonderful. I will ask you, and it was a you work with orphan children, is that correct? Or do you work with
Yes,
all children?
exactly. I work with all children, but
Right.
my focus is on vulnerable children.
So vulnerable children especially. So
Yes, especially. Yeah.
unfortunately, in refugee camps, we have a lot of children, as you well know. So but specifically when we talked before the show, you said you're working with vulnerable children from ages 0 to 18. That's a
Yes,
lot of years. That's a lot of growth, I would say.
yes, yeah, of course.
So are I know you said you're a proud Rotarian, but let's start at the very beginning, and that is where does this passion for kids come from?
Oh, yep. Absolutely. I'm speaking from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking from the heart. Uh, my focus on the program I saw, Be Well, started from personal experience and community realities. I kept seeing children facing neglect, poverty, lack of education, and emotional hardship.
Yeah.
Many needed not only support, but someone to genuinely believe in them. So that inspired me to uh, taking small steps within the community, and over time, those efforts grew into Be Well Child Care Initiative. So it was my passion because myself, I come from a humble family background.
Mm-hmm.
I come from a very, very humble background whereby even the parents can't afford even a single coin, because I personally, I struggled, I hustled so much to pay for my school fees, to even be unable to even speak English, because I started from primary level. That is, I think in UK they call it elementary level.
Elementary
I
school.
hustled.
Okay.
I was making bricks, and after I burn them, I sell them after, so that I can acquire school fees. And even when I reached the high school, I had to communicate with the school administrators to see that they can give me some work where I can where I can work, and then they pay my school fees. So starting from day one, I was hustling, I was struggling with my school fees, with my education. So after God blessed me with an opportunity after completing my university, so I was asking myself, how can I give back to the community after seeing many children are hustling, others are facing domestic violence, others are survivors. So I had to say, God, what I asked God, what can I do really to see that I can give back to the community? So the vision, I developed my vision, and I had to engage some community members who can buy my idea with shared mindset, who can be like me. So we come up with Be Well Child Care Initiative. So
Wow.
yeah, that is where I developed that passion.
So
So
and I'm gonna
I
interrupt you
became
there because now I've had two of my guests that have said the same thing to earn money for school, and they've said
mm,
we've made bricks.
mm.
We've made bricks, and I'm interested in knowing, like, you seriously like made bricks for housing? Is that, I mean, do you make bricks out of mud? I know that might sound very naive for me to say, but when you say I made bricks so I could go to school, what does that mean exactly? I mean, you physically made bricks to earn money to go to school?
Yes, I was not effective in going to school. I was inconsistent.
Oh, you were
I can start. I
inconsistent.
was
Okay.
studying like in a week of from Monday to Friday. I could start there like 3 days in a week, or 2 days in a week. The rest of the days I was making bricks to acquire school fees from them, because I could
Oh, okay.
struggle to get the firewood. I could cut the trees. I burned the bricks, then I sell them off. The money that I could get from selling, then I pay my school fees. And to assure you, I'm the only child out of 8 who has completed uh, education to a degree level in
Wow.
the whole
By
family.
selling
That's
by
what I
selling bricks and cutting down the trees and baking the bricks, you went to school.
exactly, and even cleaning the school compound to
Wow.
acquire school fees. Yes.
And I think, I mean, it's always surprised me that sometimes I forget how truly lucky I am. I was
Yes.
able to go to school. I was able to go to college.
Mm.
I was able for my children to go to school and my children to go to college. And I think um, we all sometimes forget that school is not a right.
Yes.
School is a country, as in other countries, is a privilege, or you work for the right to be educated. So
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you. And by God's grace, I
Mhm.
applied to University of San Diego for master's degree in peace and justice.
Wow.
They gave me Dean's, is it called Dean's Scholarship Award, Merit Award. After giving them my story, they gave me 13,000 US dollars to be able to study and complete my studies in the US. But unfortunately, the rest of the tuition and living expenses is too high for me. Uh, Obviously, I've lost the chance. I don't know whether I can continue this because I failed to get some companies or organizations that can support me to go for master's degree. But I don't know. I have to be positive. One day, one time, I'll complete my master's. But I'm very, very passionate, ready to go for master's degree in peace and justice at University of San Diego in California. So
Wow.
you can also be praying for me. It has been a harsh so in my journey, education journey, but here we are, and
So
I'm
you're
happy
not
and I'm,
I'll give you praise, but you're not done yet, is what you're telling me. Is that you're not done yet. And this trip to San Diego didn't totally work out, but I have a feeling San Diego is going to be there for a long time to come. It's
yes.
like
I need just scholarship opportunities if I can apply them for more especially for international students. If there are any opportunities there, I'm ready to
you're
explore
ready to
them
go.
and I see whether I can get chances to complete my education. Because this journey, if I go to USD, if I go to University of San Diego, I can acquire more knowledge and even to expand my global interaction with most students and even other colleagues of ours, the Rotary clubs, to meet them physically, and extra, and many others.
So you'll make it. If you're willing to literally make bricks, I have a feeling that you'll make it for a master's degree. And you said peace, but you also said what was it was peace, and then that was the other part was justice, correct?
Yes, peace and
Okay.
justice.
So getting back then to what you're doing with especially these high risk children,
Mm.
is that where the justice part of you comes in, because some of these kids are treated in such ways that are you a big protector? You want justice
Of-
and
of- of-
fairness?
yes, of course. As I told you that why I come up with this vision of Be Well Child Care Initiative, the purpose and the compassion to create purpose, the compassion and the hope. For me, this work is deeply personal because every child deserves dignity, opportunity, and protection.
Hmm. Dignity and protection. Yeah.
Ideally, when you invest in a child, you are investing in the future of the entire community. Because the moment these children grow up or are nurtured very well, everything the world, even the nation can be better place.
Now
Because
I've heard
seeing
that.
like
Now I've heard that now from two of my guests in Uganda that keep stressing that enough, that it's like we're working with the youth. We're working with these refugees because they are going to make Uganda a better country. Is that something you see too?
yes, exactly. Because seeing these lives transformed, even in small ways, is what keeps me motivated every day. because I want to see them motivated and transform.
Well,
And
and
I'm
it's
ready to work. I'm ready to collaborate with everyone so that if we collaborate with like-minded people like me, this Uganda will be a better nation. And by the way, to your information, Uganda is the biggest country, I think number one in Africa, that hosts most refugees.
most
Because
refugees. Yeah.
yes, we have a total of over 1.2 million refugees from different countries. We have Ethiopians here, we have Sudanese here, Somalis here, Eritrea here, Rwandese, DRC Congo. Most of them, we are here with them. And you find
And
that they come with nothing. And the children are now the one facing the challenges because they are there desperate.
so
So we
what
have
I
to come up with such a kind of interventions.
right. And so how does it feel then for somebody like you who looks at refugees and says that's possibility, that's hunger, that's people that need our help, but that's opportunity. And when you see other countries that have where they look at refugees and they go, no, we don't want them, we don't think they're good, does that kind of hurt your heart a little bit? Is that a little frustrating when you see other countries say no, and you have somebody like a country like Uganda that's saying, let's give you a place to stay, let's see what could happen, let's see how you could make the world a better place? Does that
I think if what I can say, most Ugandans are hospitable.
hospitable? Okay, yeah.
Yes, we feel the heart of others. That's why even Uganda, they say it is a pearl of Africa. For us, we welcome everyone, and we have policies that help us to take care of everyone here. Even if we don't care whatever the tribe, the race, the what, for us, we don't care about that because we have policies and refugees laws that govern them here. We have laws that governs the entire world here. We have the constitution that is a governing document here. It is a binding document for us that every person here in Uganda must follow and abide with. So the president, even the Uganda government, it welcomes everyone. It is a
Welcomes
free
everyone.
country. It is a free country. It is a free country. We welcome everyone so long as no one can try to abuse our
Sure.
laws. Yes.
Well, and I guess
That's
that
why
goes
there
with
is,
any country. That goes, we're going to, Uganda sounds to me like it has a philosophy of, we're going to trust and love you and welcome you until you give us a reason not to. Right? I mean, so follow the laws and and try to make Uganda a better country until maybe you can go back to your country, and we'd love to have you. I love it.
yeah, some of them
Yeah.
they are going back. Some of them they are going back while they have already been equipped with skills, hands-on
Mhm.
skills. Others even they can be given the startup capital, boost funding. They go and start their small businesses. Uh, and and Uganda, why people most refugees like Uganda is secured, security wise.
Secure.
It is
Okay.
stable. It is stable. Uh, it is security wise is okay. We try to maintain peace. So that's why people they like, because unlike other countries which are facing insecurity, at least
Right.
Uganda, we are trying our best to see that we keep our Uganda very peaceful and stable.
I love it.
Because
I love
where
it.
there is peace, everything is possible.
Yeah.
You can invest your money, you can do your business when you are free to develop.
So it sounds to me like you're working every single day to help kids,
Yeah,
especially
because
please.
uh, at Be Well, for us we focus on holistic child well-being. We
Holistic
support,
child well-being.
yes, we support vulnerable children through education initiatives, community support programs, health awareness, and mentorship. So we are also passionate about menstrual hygiene, as I said, menstrual hygiene management and helping girls to stay confident and in school. So that is a holistic package that we give a child, this very child that is he or she is in our care. We have to
I
provide that
love it.
holistic.
I
Yes.
love it. So let's talk about soccer. One of our, because we are friends, we are both Muhindo David and myself are proud members of the Information Rotary Fellowship of World Football Fans. And so we had to talk about a few other things before we got into football, but both of us love the sport. Of
Yeah.
course, it is the most played sport in the world, but how did soccer become a gateway for all the rest of this stuff? How are you using football and or soccer in with these kids?
Yep. I think allow me before I go to soccer, before I talk about soccer,
Please.
let me first take you through why I joined Rotary.
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love to hear your
Yes.
Rotary story. Yes.
Yeah, because it is very massive for me. Because I've gained a lot of things from Rotary, leadership, service, and partnership, whatever. I've gained them from there. And the reason why I joined Rotary, to me, joining Rotary was a natural step for me because Rotary's values align strongly with my personal mission of service above self.
Yeah.
Yeah, through Rotary, I have connected with incredible leaders now, like you specifically, and partners who believe in creating sustainable change within communities.
Mm.
So, Rotary has strengthened both my leadership journey and the impact of Be Well Child Care Initiative. Yeah,
So
so mhm.
so then Rotary, which came first, working with the kids, or
Mhm.
did Rotary come first and then through Rotary you decided to work with the youth?
No, Rotary came first.
Rotary came first. Okay.
Yes. Mm.
And what is your Rotary club?
The Rotary Club we call Rotary Club of Matuga.
Say that one more time for
Mat
me.
Rotary Club of Matuga.
Matuka. And where
Yes,
is that located?
that is district Rotary International District 9213.
9213.
Uh,
And where in Uganda is that? Is there a larger city or
it is in central Uganda.
central Uganda? I love it.
Mm.
I love it. So, okay, and this is going to sound like a silly question, but does a Ugandan Rotary Club kind of act the same way a club does here in the United States? Do you go to meetings? Do you recite the four-way test? Do you talk about things that your club does in the, what does an average meeting at a Uganda Rotary Club look like?
Yes, of course, we always conduct fellowship. For us, our club, we sit every Friday in the afternoon.
Friday afternoon. Okay.
Yes. Mm.
So,
Mm.
so I one thing I should add is that the whole continent of Africa is growing in the Rotary world. You guys are getting members after members after you're growing very rapidly. And I talked to another fellow Rotarian, Pearl, from Nigeria, and she said that the reason it's growing so fast throughout the entire continent from Morocco to Johannesburg is because when Rotarians walk out their front door, they can see what the problem is. And because they can see what the problem is and they believe in service above self, then they go for it. We know what to do. We can fix it. Do you share
you're
that? Do
right.
you share that?
Exactly. Now, uh, the way Rotary is helping us here locally in Uganda, because almost all the seven focus areas, almost they are affecting us more especially here in Uganda. So whenever they bring any focus area into the communities, at least it impacts community members directly. So that's why
Right.
most people they like Rotary because it has done significant impact in the in solving community needs. At least there is a significant strides in the community development. And
Must
where there
feel
is
really
a
good. I was going
yeah,
to say that
where there
must
is
feel really good to know that you start a project and you can just see its impact so quickly.
exactly now like Be Well Child Care
Mhm.
Initiative. Much as Rotary doesn't accept proposals for construction, but I communicated with one of the Rotary Club in San Bruno. It's
Mhm.
called Rotary Club of San Bruno, where the Rotarians only committed themselves to buy to purchase a land for Be Well Child Care Initiative. And already we have already secured the land. They contributed 10,000, where we bought 2 acres of land. So
Wow.
an opportunity now, that is the privilege that I've got from Rotary. We have already land, and they are promising to add more 10,000 towards the construction of facilities, children's home facilities, so that we can support these children. Because ideally, I'm having now 120 kids, vulnerable kids,
Wow.
and
120 kids.
yes, 53 of them they don't have they we have traced their families, but we have totally failed because these are the abandoned children, neglected children, children from streets. They are there with me, but we don't know we don't have where to uh, keep them. We are just
Wow.
giving them families, households to stay there, and we support the households there directly, providing food for them, the clothings for them, and medical care from those households. But you find that other families they refuse them because also they are struggling with welfare, with their welfare.
Their
So
own welfare. Right.
when I explained that to Rotarians of Rotary Club of San Bruno, they said we can support you. Then maybe in the third phase of the construction, when you are equipping these children's home, is when we can apply for Rotary global grant. So
Wow.
at this moment, right now, we are mobilizing resources to construct the children's home facilities, and where I need support right now. And this support is targeted from the individual Rotarians, organizations, humanitarian organizations. So that's where I'm targeting, because as Rotary clubs, they can't facilitate me with the construction of facilities because they don't construct, or they don't support the construction of structures.
Right, right. That the
Yes. So
infrastructure thing has been a big thing in Rotary for a while. Like we can do like a bathroom or a well, but not actual buildings. Right.
Exactly. But now, then let me take you through why we considered harmony through soccer, or why we need soccer to these young
Yeah.
children. Yeah, well, as BCI, I mean, as Be Well Child Care Initiative, we chose soccer as a gateway for supporting these vulnerable children, because soccer is one of the most powerful and accessible tools for engaging younger people, especially in underserved communities. Because even if you put these local made material footballs, these balls, ideally right now for us we don't have these soccer balls.
Right.
We just make them from our local materials, the polythene bags, the fibers, banana fibers. Then we make our own ball. Then the children can play with it just for that reason. That's why we chose soccer because it's somehow cheap to prepare for these young children, so long as they have their leader who can train them. And of course, we have got some community members who volunteer to come and train these children. We make a team of like 15 children. They play against another 15 children just to make them busy, to know the skills, to know the rules of the balls, what. So first, soccer naturally attracts children, as I've said, and the youth, regardless of their background, religion, tribe, or social status, because it doesn't discriminate. We
It
just bring
doesn't.
them together.
And
We
do you
just bring
think
them. So,
so? Do you think so? Soccer or a game, is that kind of like step one? Because you said you're working with 120 kids and about 50 of them don't even have homes. So,
yes.
but is there something about a game, and what, be it soccer or be it whatever, but is that kind of like the first way to build trust in these kids, or is it kind of like a gateway? Because if these kids have been through a lot, can the world of soccer be that way that you can say, let's start with soccer and then let's teach you some leadership, or let's teach you about going to school, or so is it kind of a stepping stone for you to be able to do, hopefully, years and years to come, work with these
Uh,
kids?
of course, as you know, after facing hardships in their life,
Mm-hmm.
many children may hesitate to join formal counseling or education programs, but they are willing to come together through sport.
Okay.
As I said, soccer creates a safe and welcoming environment where children feel accepted, feel valued, and connected with each other. As soccer, according to our package, soccer teaches important life skills that vulnerable children often lack opportunities to develop. Through the
Okay.
game, children learn teamwork, cooperation, discipline and responsibility, leadership and communication, respect, conflict resolution, because someone can tackle someone and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry." That is conflict resolution.
It is
Because they
conflict
can,
resolution. Yeah.
yes, they can develop confidence, and in other words, self-esteem is developed in them. So these values are critical for children who may have experienced trauma, neglect, violence, social exclusion, or poverty, even poverty.
Or just poverty.
Because we are trying to enhance social cohesion, the community cohesion, so that everyone can come together. Because their community members, whenever they see these children on the pitch, they have to see and watch them. So
Mm.
social cohesion. Even if someone is excluded socially, we bring him or her together and we see that at least he can be valued, he can see himself connected to the community. Because these children, some of them, we get them from streets of Kampala in town.
Right.
So when we bring them to a confined place, they feel like as if they are lost, as if they have ended their life. So when we bring soccer here, at least they see other children in the same category. Then they play, they laugh, they what. After we engage them in the guidance and counseling. After that, we give them food together, they eat together. So you see that there is teamwork and there is cooperation. Whatever whatever they have expressed in their life, but at least we bring them up to see that they can be uh, socially connected to the community. So
And
Be
and
Well
then
uses soccer not only for recreation, but as an entry point for social emotional learning, peace
an entry
building,
point. Yeah.
yes, peace building and mentorship. Because whenever we conduct training sessions and gathering these children, at least we receive guidance they receive guidance, positive decision making. At least they can share their stories. For me, I've changed. I need this. I need that. You see, they are now trying to make. They have manipulated issues. Now they are coming up with decision making, positive decision making.
Wow.
So we teach them about anti-bullying, and violence prevention. If someone annoys you, how can you treat yourself? How can you forgive each other? You feel like they can do something because they come when they are wild, because they have been they
Well,
have
they've
been
been on the
facing.
street, so they have no social skills. They have
Yes, social
no
skills. So
nothing. Right.
someone can even at the first day, someone can hit someone with a stone. Oh,
So it's violence
ah,
first, try and figure out, ask questions
so
later, right? Violence first, ask questions later. Okay.
exactly. Others, you find them at 14 years, 12 years, they are taking drugs. So
Oh.
we try to teach them how to prevent this drug and substance abuse prevention. We teach them healthy relationships and peaceful coexistence, education, and future planning. So how do we do this? We invite like local Rotarians, they come and motivate them, they come and share their stories with them. We get qualified uh, counselors to come and meet them once in a month. Once in a month, we at the end of the month, we spare a Saturday. Each Saturday, the last Saturday of every month, we gather these children, we invite the Rotarians, we invite local leaders, we invite the counselors to come and talk to them directly.
So
Yes.
so it sounds like you've got obviously fabulous multi-layer things going on. Not only are you helping girls with menstruation so they stay in school. Sounds like you're using soccer as a gateway to keep kids in reconciliation and peaceful. It sounds like you'd love to have a place for them to live so they could live healthy and off the street. So it sounds like you have a big tent with a lot of fabulous ideas, and
Oh,
soccer is
absolutely.
just one of them. But I, I it's kind of the goal for them, because I know a lot of these kids are refugees. They may leave Uganda once peace becomes a little bit better in their countries. Are you hoping then that they may take these life skills and then go forth and spread it and spread the love and spread the understanding? And is that what you're hoping for, is to like make these seeds of great citizens for all over the world?
Of course, for us, when we are attending to these children, we are providing these life skills to enable them, to empower them, to
Empower them.
transform others. Because when the child is empowered, automatically the community might be transformed. Because a child will go with these life skills and will also teach others who are around that child. And we have observed this. We have vivid examples of these children whom we started with. They are the one now helping others to cope up with the situations. And that's why we are fronting soccer, because it has helped us to reduce risky behaviors. Soccer has helped us so much because it is helping at least to reduce risk behaviors by keeping children actively engaged in positive activities and giving them hope, purpose, and sense of belonging. Because that is our target, the sense of
Wow.
belonging. Am I loved? These kids, I wish if you can visit us here, you will see the way children, even you can shed tears whenever you see them. But we are
Yeah.
trying our best, because now I'm just praying that we get the necessary tools for soccer. Since we are just using the local materials which are not healthy to these kids. That's why I talked to Ronnie in San Diego, to see that if we can come up with a proposal and we sell it to like-minded people, so that we can come up with tools, the items for soccer, because these children are playing without even safety gadgets. They
Yeah.
don't have skin guards. So we are suffering a lot. They are playing barefooted instead of putting on shoes, but they are just playing. We are blessed. We have a play space. They can play even if they want to start in the morning. They can play. It is free. It is a community playground. So soccer has helped us so much because it has helped us to bring communities together, because we are moving in different communities. Uh, we integrated Harmony through Soccer initiative, where parents, coaches, teachers from schools, where these children are attending schools, Rotarians and local leaders participate alongside the children, helping to strengthen families through engaging family engagement, promote social cohesion, as I've said, and build peaceful communities. So for us, as Be Well, as an organization, soccer has helped us so much. And for us as an organization, we believe soccer is more than a game. It is a tool for healing, empowerment, inclusion, and transformation. So through soccer, vulnerable children are not only playing, they are discovering their potential and building a pathway towards a better future. That's what I can say.
Oh, I love it. So then I have one more question for you, sir.
Mhm.
And and you told us your story of literally making bricks and firing them so you could go to school. Oh, we've heard about these children now that every single day from age 0 to 18 are using soccer and the skills that you're teaching them in different other skills so they can go back and make their own living. And you're obviously leaving a mark on these kids. These kids will remember you forever and ever. But my question for you is, who encouraged you? Who got you to believe in you that you were willing to make those bricks and try to get all the way to San Diego to work on peace? Was it your parents? Was it your other 7 siblings? Was it, who do you think as a kid inspired you to become this great teacher and leader that you are now?
Oh, thank you so much for this wonderful question. Absolutely. Uh, After attending schools, of course, we meet different people.
Right.
There is a high school teacher who was calling himself servant of humanity. That was a nickname for that teacher. He could encourage me, David, please be hopeful. Life shall change, and you shall complete this education, because I could remain in school, in high school, during holidays. I could remain at school, cleaning the compound, keeping the school, when other students who are well off has left the school for their holidays. But for me, I could remain because at least the school bursar could give me, they could provide me food, which I can feed on during that holiday time. And then this teacher, whenever the school resumes, he could meet me alone. He said, David, I just try to inspire you that please keep this vision. Education is a key to success. After completing this education, you will be someone who shall even inspire others. Then, after I was able to get money for the university after excelling in high school. So I was now ready to join university. So I tried to approach different churches, local churches. I'm a Catholic. I could go to the Reverend Fathers, the bishops. So there is one bishop who paid the first semester of my university. And he told me, I'm giving you this money as your tuition at the university. I'm not able to pay the whole tuition, but
Right.
I'm giving it to you to start up as a tuition. And immediately after that, he prayed for me that David, I've given you this tuition, go and struggle and see whether you can complete your university. But we shall keep you in our prayers. And if at all God has blessed you and you have completed your university, do better to the world. Do
Yeah.
better to the world. And by the way, if you see on my signature, email signature, I say, love is, I mean, God is love. I'm his servant to the suffering people. That's why I know myself. Because I'm inspired. I never knew that even I could even complete the school because I've struggled at, more especially at the university. I had to approach the local MPs, the local member of parliament, local leaders to give me little so that I can complete my university, my bachelor's. And everyone who could help me to pay my tuition, he was telling me one thing: David, you will be someone in the future of other children. So keep this vision. So immediately after my bachelor's, I had to come up with this uh, intervention to care about local children. And ideally, uh, whenever I get some small funds, I have to give it directly to the children. Myself, I was a teacher because I tried to teach even when I'm not qualified as a teacher, but I could go and take positions at school. Please give me little money so that I can also give back to the children. Because because at first I started with 9 children, 9 children.
9 children.
And
Now you're up to 120.
yes, they were sleeping in my house, in my room. I was renting only one room, but I could share the room with those children. So,
Wow.
people, I could request people some help, and people they could help me, other they could give me raw food to give to feed these children. So just I don't know how I can frame it. I was just inspired by what others were telling me. Please keep your vision, keep your vision. And here is my vision.
No, and I have to say, it sounds like from the high school teacher to the priest to the people that helped you through college, all of them, they kind of gave you a challenge. Like, I challenge you, David, to go out and change the world. I
Mm,
challenge you to go out and make the world a better place. I challenge you to work with these children and teach them about peace and conflict resolution. And
mm.
it sounds like you've had a lot of angels along the way, sir, for sure.
Exactly, that's what, for sure, absolutely. It is a miracle.
It is
Because
a miracle.
personally, I'm not a rich. I'm not a
Uh-huh.
rich person. I'm still struggling also. But for me, I have a vision. I have a passion that I must keep it. I must keep trying.
I
I
love it.
must. And now my vision is to see that I construct the children's home. If after constructing this, that will be done for me because this is my biggest concern now.
Is homes
Yep.
for the children. Homes for the
Yes, the
children.
home for children, where I can see them developing and growing when I'm seeing them physically.
I love it. David, wow. Okay, that's it. Just wow. I think you are incredible. I think the whole idea, I love that we share soccer together, but to me, I'm a fan of soccer, and to you, soccer is a tool to help educate, to help bring empowerment and love and understanding. And like I said, you've got pushed along the way, and now you're truly making the world a better place. And it is an honor to have met you. And thank you and all of the people who work with you. You you're the carer of the children. And I thank you for
Exactly.
being in their lives and in our life. Well done, sir. Thank you so much for being on the
You're
show.
welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. There are challenges, especially limited resources and the growing needs within communities. But challenges also teach us resilience and creativity. So
There you go.
every small success reminds us why the work is very important.
Why the work is important. Thank you, my
Yes.
friend. Thank you so much for being
Because
on the show. I really appreciate it.
of course I can't say now there is no money, I have to stop this vision. No way.
No
No way.
way.
Because
You're not
this
allowed
challenge,
to.
yeah, no way. Because these challenges, as I've said that these challenges teaches resilience and creativity. Because if you target this and it has failed, you have to look for another way.
And
You
well,
have
yeah,
to always think ahead of you, just keeping consistency and positivity in your mindset.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
so my vision, you are a fellow Rotarian like me. My vision is to see Be Well continue growing into a strong and sustainable organization that transforms thousands of lives across Uganda and beyond. I want to see more children protected, more girls empowered, and more communities becoming self-sustaining. That is my vision. And please keep me in your prayers. Whoever will listen to me, whoever is watching me, please pray for me. All that. I don't need anything, but I need that. You just keep me in your thoughts and prayers.
Will
Just
do.
I want to see Be Well as a strong and sustainable organization that transforms thousands of lives across Uganda.
I love it. Okay. Deal.
Yes. So
Thank you, David, for your amazing story. Well, that's number 3, and I'm super glad that I have talked to all of these amazing men there in these refugee camps, these amazing Rotary actors, but just these amazing people. I get very humbled when I do interviews like this. I look around my beautiful office here in my studio, and that I have all these things, and I'm safe, and I have a beautiful family. You know, there are millions of people tonight where all of those would be luxuries. So thank you, Wen. Thank you, David. Thank you, all of my wonderful Rotary actors and Rotarians that are working all over the world for just simple joy. And best of luck with your future, David. I hope school is well on your way. If not here in the United States, then somewhere. All right. And of course, thank you so much for listening to the conversation. These are so much fun, and they are made possible for viewers like you. So subscribe to hear on YouTube, or listen to us on the podcast, or read us on the blog. And of course, tell a friend. And if you're interested in supporting the show in any way, shoot me an email, rotarianpod@gmail.com, or you can hit the QR code there on our social media platforms. And if you'd like the podcast or the show to head your direction, again, that same email address, rotarianpod@gmail.com. Go ahead, shoot me an email. Let's get on the road to your event soon. Until next time, thank you again, you fabulous gentlemen there in Uganda. I appreciate you so much. You keep me focused. Until next week, take care of yourself and the world around you, and we'll see you next time on the Action to Impact Show. Have a wonderful week, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.